My mama told me that the seasons they must change, but through sun or rain, my love for you shall remain the same. So girl, don't you ever worry about me leaving your side, 'cause I know that we will be alright. Said we're gonna be alright, alright, alright. Said alright, we're gonna be alright, alright, alright. Yes, we will be alright, yeah. Said alright. Now my heart believed that things would change from here, so I wasn't ready for us to up and just disappear. Now what would it be like without you in my life? And I'm working harder, 'cause everything will be alright. So we're gonna be alright, alright. We will be alright. Said alright. We're gonna be alright, alright, alright. Said we will be alright. Said alright.
Alright, so YouTube, I'm Carl Moore Music, and I just want to say that the title of this episode is not clickbait. It's genuinely how I feel. Just listening to the opinions and suggestions, and I shouldn't say all, like it's the negative opinions and suggestions that I've gotten about Warm Audio products, but it just makes me feel like I've been lied to. It's typically steeped in the products are just trash and you shouldn't own them and they're horrible. So I did want to take a few pieces of Warm gear that I own and incorporate them in a song from the tracking perspective and some of the mixing perspective that I take. So let's jump into some of the individual sections right now.
My mama told me that the seasons they must change, but through sun or rain, my love for you shall remain the same. My mama told me that the seasons they must change, but through sun or rain, my love for you shall remain the same. So girl, don't you ever worry about me leaving your side, 'cause I know that we will be alright. Said we're gonna be. So girl, don't you ever worry about me leaving your side, 'cause I know that we will be alright. Said we're gonna be. And I'm working harder, 'cause everything will be alright. Said we're gonna be. And I'm working harder, 'cause everything will be alright. Said we're gonna be. We will be alright. We will be alright. We're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. Said we will be alright. Said we will be alright.
So I definitely want to say thank you to the sponsor of every episode on this channel, and that is Z-Zounds. They're an awesome place for gear for any creator at any level of their journey. They've got pretty much everything that's out there on the market, and they allow you to acquire it at your own pace. So go check them out for all your audio needs. Is any piece of gear exempt from scrutiny? No, I don't think so at all. My overall opinion for Warm Audio is maybe marketing choices could have been different. Like, people are gonna expect a 47 from a 47 named microphone. Any name that didn't directly correlate to an already existing piece to set a barometer for, so that people can just compare them. And when it's not the comparison that they like, or it doesn't meet their expectations, they'll thrash and bash it about. But also realize this is their take on these pieces. They're not a one-to-one copy. Like, if you really want a U87, you're gonna have to buy a U87. But in the lineup of Warm Audio microphones that they offer, their WA87 doesn't really sound like any of their other mics. Again, the WA47 doesn't really sound like any of their other mics in totality. If I had to list my favorites, at the top, I would probably say the WA-CX12, the WA-67, and the WA-47F. Out of all I've tried, these are my favorite vocal microphones. But they serve multiple purposes too. Like, I think the WA-CX12 and the WA-67 are great options for overhead mics for drums. I think they can work well on guitar. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm gonna say it until I can't say it anymore. Find me a song where there's a cue track in the middle of the song and it lets you know that the verse was recorded with a U87 and then the hook was recorded with a WA87, and you're not gonna find one, because the intent for the end result product is a balanced sound, or whatever the goal is set for what we're calling balanced. If the intent is to have a distorted signal, then whatever's necessary to make it distorted, you're gonna get there with whatever mic you capture with, preamp, compression, EQ, effects, plugins. A mix goes through a mix bus processor. So again, all the mics aren't just the raw mics themselves. When they hit the listener's perspective, it's got processing on it. And I think we kind of got to make our shift in, I guess, our feelings about these pieces of gear. Do I feel like they are the highest end of high end options? No. But do I feel like the performance is at the lowest end of low end? No. I think Topology is better than it has been in some time. I thoroughly enjoyed the WA1B, and I understand that mine is modded from a company that no longer is functioning to offer that mod, so don't thrash me about too much. But the feature set that it offers, sonically, how I feel when I use it, the ease of use in it, I can get good tones out of that unit with minimal tweaking. I will say my WA76, and you probably heard it in the example, has a scratchy pot. But I've had this thing for years, and I'm sure if I sent it into Warm or sent it to somewhere that could clean up the pot, I wouldn't have that issue. Or even if I just did it myself. But nonetheless, like, that's regular maintenance that happens with hardware. I didn't have that issue when I bought it. It developed over time. But overall, like, I don't have major issues or problems with my Warm Audio gear. And I just want to say to the person that maybe is building up their locker to get to a goal of having a bunch of hardware or having a balance of hardware and plugins, like, there's nothing wrong with taking a chance on this company. If your expectations are set to think that a WA67 is going to sound exactly like a reissue U67 or a vintage U67, when two reissue U67s, unless they're a matched pair, don't sound alike, and two vintage U67s, unless they're a matched pair, don't sound alike. Knowing that has to bring down my, I guess, anxiety or just my overall harsh critical nature of Warm gear. This episode isn't a service piece for Warm Audio. It's just, in my experience, what I've used and kind of what I've heard, and at the end of the day, what my clients enjoy with the product that I give them after using Warm Audio gear. But be confident, be happy, be excited about gear. Like, maybe if anything, it's just an entry level. I think it's a good price point for entry level and quality to get acclimated with how hardware would work in your own setup, in your own workflow. Don't be mad at Warm. Don't be mad at opinions that don't support Warm. Don't be mad at opinions that do support Warm. But I'm just saying, the gear isn't that bad. We're at a point in the video where I say like, share, and subscribe because there's definitely more content coming. I candidly want to say I've been encouraged by comments that just push the idea of me moving forward. I am a full-time musician and I run a videography business, so a lot of my work prevents me from regularly posting videos, but that's an excuse and I gotta buckle down and get this stuff out. There's been a few comments that just mentioned that they've gotten a lot from this, and that was always my intent, to showcase gear from a perspective that's not regularly seen in the digital stratosphere. So this has always been intended to be a help if it is. I know there are some comments that don't like what I do. One comment said something like my singing was hurtful or something like that. I don't know. It made me laugh. I got a good kick out of it. My wife did too. But nonetheless, like, I'm buckling down. I'm getting consistent. So I thank you guys for supporting me. And like I always tell you, please go out and make some good music.
I feel like making music.